Melvin Fontaine.
Hey, get you a good one up there, huh?
First pitch on its way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Now, Summersgill's tough to figure out. He may get some complaints. You don't know what side of the bed he woke up on, and that's like his strike zone. He'll call one side of the plate and not the other. When you figure out what side he's calling, that's where you make your living.
Calling for it. Punt. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I'm looking at the guy that's hitting second. Wonder if he can turn it around a bit. I thought they might get a lot more production out of him this year, but I look at the numbers with runners in scoring position, and his batting average is less than 250.
So digging in now, Nick Castellanos.
Right fielder,
and he's hoping
9.
to get things turned around here in April. Entering play with an average down in the 220s. The 0-1 delivery. Sent on the ground out to second. Fountain. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Tampa. We'll go to the bottom of the. Striding in once
now
again,
batting,
Melvin Fontaine. 0 for 1 here
Melvin
in the early going.
Fontaine.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line towards center field. Palacios is on his way home. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
He comes to the plate with the runner in scoring position. He swung at that first pitch early, kind of ambushed him. I don't think the pitcher expected him to swing at that first pitch.
Ready for another chance. Freddie Schuler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Freddie
Runners
Schuler
are at first and second with 1 away. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. So striding forward now,
First
Ross
baseman number
Michel. 2 on, 2 out
Ross
for him here in the third.
Michel.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Gonzalez moving in. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, he really picked his team up right there. After the pop out, you're thinking, oh, we may not score. Then he hops up there with 2 outs and drives in the run. That just lifts everybody's spirits.
Third baseman.
2 down, runners at first and second.
Candelario.
But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. 3 innings complete. The O's lead this thing 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot,
now
Casey Godwin comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Turn 2 right here. Here we go.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Grounded to third. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Digging in once again,
now
Melvin Fontaine. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Fontaine.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Into the windup and the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Now that is power. You want to challenge me? I'm giving him a big swing. That was the big swing right there. I loved it.
And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Well, there's a little 2-out base hit. Maybe start a little 2-out rally. Now, he's giving up some runs. He's a little vulnerable. We've seen him give up runs already in this game. So maybe this is a start of something big.
Ready for another shot now. Freddie Schuler. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Three runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
The 0-2 home. Hopped up. Godwin will put this one away, and the side is retired. One left for the Orioles, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Digging in, Melvin Fontaine. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the seventh.
Fontaine.
Get your pitch and drive it, kid. Here you go.
And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Hudson over to his left, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Digging in, the switch hitter, Lamont McKenzie. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
McKenzie.
To short. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Rays strand just the one. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit.
Four wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
A 5-0 finish tonight. One young Tan earns the win, his second. So that's a wrap here tonight for my partners in the booth. We're a few blocks west of the Inner Harbor at Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Jamison Taillon will be the starter for the O's in this contest. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, we're watching a guy who's the reigning champion of the Cy Young in the American League last year. He's the American League Cy Young Award winner. That speaks volumes to his stuff and how he gets himself ready for games. He's always prepared. Lineups are afraid of him. And regardless if he's having a good outing or not, the stuff carries. So I want to see him have a good outing today.
Melvin Fontaine.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Melvin Fontaine comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And Harold, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, man, I mean, this is a big game. Nobody likes to get swept in a series. Losing the first 2 games kind of put their backs against the wall. We'll see how they respond as they try to get 1 win in this place as they get ready to get out of here.
And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout.
Hey, see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Fontaine is retired. 2 down now. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. HR, what do they need to do to complete the sweep?
Well, Matt, they find themselves
into the box. Melvin
Second
Fontaine,
baseman.
0 for 1 here
Melvin
in the early going.
Fontaine.
Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right there.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tough pitch to lay off. The slider stays high for ball 1.
Now that's a slider that's pretty easy to recognize. Started on the outside, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate. The one that's difficult is that one that starts in at you and still breaks over the plate.
Runners off for second. Heading out towards shallow right. Gonzalez has a read on it, and that retires the side. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Rays 2 and the Orioles nothing. So coming to the plate, Ryan Hudson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. On the ground is short. This could be 2. Scooped up on the second for 1. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Tampa Bay leads this one 2-0. Digging in now, Lamont McKenzie, his batter-pitcher line against Jamison Tyone. He's 1 for 2. Hit out towards second. Fountain. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Into the box now, Teddy Monticelli. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here's the pitch on 2-2. This is flared out towards second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game.
Boy, that's a big RBI single right there. As well as their pitcher is throwing right now, 3-0 might be all he needs to bring it home.
At the plate, Melvin Fontaine, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Baseman, Melvin Fontaine.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1.
One thing you try to do as a hitter is figure out what pattern the pitcher is pitching. I can't cover the whole plate. He's done a masterful job of pounding him on the outside half for strikes, and they haven't figured it out yet.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Sliced hard on the ground. Hudson has it, and a rather easy first out. Now at the plate, Melvin Fontaine, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First offering on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gonzalez ranging back. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away.
At the plate, Melvin Fontaine, and these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Matt, this is where I like this guy pitching. First and second, he's got 2 outs. He's got himself a little bit of a jam, but now he likes to paint the corners. Watch him fight himself out of this situation.
And he swings and misses on that one, and now the Orioles are down to their final strike here.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings, big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw to third, and he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Second and third, 2 away.
No one bets. Let's go.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, it's never easy to win games on the road, so they are very happy with this win.
6-2, the final total today. Chris Cruz notches his 3rd win of the year.
A player is addressed about a troubling trend in his plate performance of late. A hitter lacking patience and discipline will be easily exposed by major league pitching.
A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball comes your way next. Sean Manaea gets the call for game 1 of the series. Harold, what do you got?
This guy struck out over 200 batters last year, and the one thing I like is when he gets 2 strikes on a guy, how he approaches them. I want to see if I can learn something watching this guy pitch today. Very excited to see him get somebody in a 2-count strike and watch him put them away.
So striding forward now, Melvin Fontaine. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here. Need you right here, kid.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there he goes towards second. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Here you go. See it up. Let it fly.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Here's a looping fly ball out to right. In there, a base hit. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
Man, I tell you, that was a tough pitch he hit right there. He just reached out and drove it the opposite field. He didn't try to do anything else with it. He doesn't get a hit there.
Digging in, Pete Carnes. He's got his batting average up near the 400 mark to start the season. So we'll see how long he can maintain that kind of hot hitting. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
Ripped on the ground to first. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Well, Matt, you want to get off to a good start? Right here they did. First inning, RBI single, first game of the series. This is a message, and maybe it's been sent.
Now batting, Freddie Schuler. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest.
Freddie
Runners
Schuler.
at the corners, 2 men out.
Hey, get the pitch right now.
3-0 now. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win. I really like what he did right there. 2-0, he wasn't able to hit the spot he was shooting for. 3-0, he made a better pitch, and now he sits 3-1. Let's see what he does here.
All right, come on now.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Garcia is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Orioles settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Baltimore's out in front, 1-0. Now in the box, Roger Marshall.
Right fielder, Roger Marshall.
2 down here.
Has a look, now the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. On to the second inning now from Yankee Stadium. The Orioles are on top, 1-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Melvin Fontaine.
Second baseman, Melvin Fontaine.
There we go, kid.
Now the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Cabrera ranging into shallow right, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they lead it 1-0. Digging in to try it again. Roger Marshall comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set. Here's the 3-2 on its tailor-made to short. 6. 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready once again, Melvin Fontaine. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Fontaine.
Driving.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Cabrera is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out. Digging in once again, Willis Pierce. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. 3 runs already home here. Hard hit ball to second. Fontaine takes it in. Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's 1 away. Now at the plate, Melvin Fontaine.
Second baseman, Melvin Fontaine.
Come on, big guy. See it? Grab it right here.
First offering on its way. Fouled back. Got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw gets him at first. Highway robbery right there as the inning is over. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. Back to Yankee Stadium after this. Ready for another shot now. Roger Marshall. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Roger Marshall.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Fontaine. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Dugan.
Third baseman, John
5 runs, 7
Dugan.
hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit out towards second. To his right. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 1 run here on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show as we are back at Yankee Stadium for the beginning of the year.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
5-2 the final score tonight. New York secured their 10th victory of the season. Sean Manaea earns the win, his 2nd. Aaron Mears hammers down the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious.
The show is on the air with Saturday Night Baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball is next. Juan Mateo, the Panamanian right-hander, will get the nod here. Harold, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, what I like about him, is he knows how to pitch. He gives his team a chance to win every time. Last outing was a perfect example. He gave up 2 runs, and he still stuck around long enough to get the W. He's going to keep them in the game. I look for that type of performance in this game as well.
Batting third, second
Digging
baseman.
in, Melvin Fontaine, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, Harold, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Well, Matt, it's always nice to play at home, and they got off on the right foot winning the first game of the series here, and they got a chance really to...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Orioles nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Ready now, Eddie Guzman. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Right to him. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. Ready for another chance. Melvin Fontaine 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Melvin Fontaine.
All right, come on now. One time. Let's fly.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
And one time right now, kid. Here we go.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
A fastball that just misses inside.
Hey, have a rip. Like you can't.
Ball 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Come on, big guy. Come on, buddy.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, see it. Let's try it.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, he's been throwing the ball pretty well so far, but right here, 3 balls to the leadoff guy to maybe get them a chance to get them going. He's just got to come back, make them swing the bat. I'd rather see him earn his way on the base by swinging the bat instead of a walk.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
Now batting, left fielder.
Striding in once again, Freddie Schuler. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hot shot down the line. To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Stepping up to the plate, Buck
Up next
Cabrera.
for the Yankees, second baseman, Buck Cabrera.
Hey, one down.
Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
That is a great 2-strike approach. Spread his legs out, kept the hands back, and just punched the ball through for a ground ball base hit.
Now at the plate, Melvin Fontaine
for the Orioles,
comes into this at bat 0
second
for
baseman.
1 in the ball game.
Melvin Fontaine.
Hey, one pitch right here. One out.
First pitch on its way. And this is fouled at the plate. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
Hey, your pitch right here.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. This one's down to third. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Now at the plate, Freddie Schuler. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Freddie Schuler.
Runners off for second. Pitch strike 3 called. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Orioles lead it 3-0. So digging in now, Kevin Slade. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Kevin
No runs,
Slade.
7 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Hit weakly back to the mound. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. In now, Melvin Fontaine. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
All right, one time. Have a rip like you can. Here we go now, Hawk.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Standing in, Freddie Schuler. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game.
Hey, see it and rip it up there, kids. See it and rip it.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Goes down to get this thing as this is lifted in the air to straightaway left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Orioles strand a couple as the lead remains 3-1. Stepping in, Kevin
Up next for
Slade.
the Yankees, the shortstop, Kevin Slade.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Tommy Joseph.
One out.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. On the ground up the middle. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. 1 away. Stepping in, Kevin Slade. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first, and the Orioles have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Robert Wood takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Paul Davis closes the door.